Have you ever been violently jolted awake just as you were drifting off, feeling like you missed an invisible step in the dark? Or worse, have you ever opened your eyes in the dead of night, fully conscious, but completely unable to move a single muscle? You try to scream for help or wiggle your toes, but your body feels entirely cemented to the mattress under a crushing weight. Throughout history, people blamed these terrifying nighttime encounters on angry ghosts, demonic entities, or dark supernatural forces invading our vulnerable resting hours. But the truth is far more fascinating than folklore, because this is actually a profound biological anomaly happening right inside your own head. To understand this terrifying midnight paralysis, we first need to look at what exactly your mind does the moment you finally fall asleep. The second you drift off, your brain powers up an incredibly vivid internal reality, projecting wild scenarios and intense physical actions into your mind. In these vivid dreams, you might be sprinting away from danger, throwing heavy punches, or leaping across massive gaps between tall buildings. If you actually performed those intense physical movements in real life, you would immediately launch yourself out of bed and crash into a wall. To prevent you from physically acting out those intense night visions, your brilliant nervous system flips a highly specific biological safety switch. It sends a powerful chemical signal down your spine, effectively paralyzing every major muscle group in your body while you remain deeply asleep. This fascinating physiological lockdown ensures that while your mind is wildly fighting off imaginary monsters, your physical limbs stay completely still and safe. Normally, this internal paralysis switch seamlessly turns itself off right before your conscious awareness boots up, and you open your eyes in the morning. But human biology is incredibly complex, and occasionally the internal timing of these delicate neurological operations gets thrown completely out of sync. Without warning, your mind suddenly wakes up and becomes fully aware of your surroundings, but the central control room forgets to unlock your muscles. You are completely conscious, processing the sights and sounds of your quiet bedroom, yet you are temporarily held prisoner inside your own physical shell. This terrifying disconnect between an awake brain and a sleeping body creates a massive surge of pure, unfiltered panic within your nervous system. Because your primitive survival instincts sense that you are entirely defenseless, your amygdala immediately floods your system with an intense rush of fear. In this heightened state of dread, your half-awake brain frantically tries to invent a logical reason for why you cannot move your limbs. So it perfectly hallucinates dark shadows, heavy intruders, or suffocating weights pressing down on your chest to explain the frightening muscular lockdown. What feels like a genuine paranormal encounter is actually just your own highly imaginative mind trying to rationalize a temporary biological communication lag. This chilling phenomenon proves that we are basically navigating modern life while operating on ancient, slightly unpredictable evolutionary hardware. Your body is a masterpiece of survival engineering, but it occasionally misfires in ways that are equal parts terrifying and absolutely hilarious. If you find it fascinating how your internal biology sometimes acts like a poorly programmed machine, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We decode the bizarre scientific secrets and hidden psychological quirks behind your everyday life every 7 days, exposing the incredible mysteries within you. But what about that other bizarre phenomenon? That sudden, violent kick that happens just as you hover on the very edge of sleep. You are perfectly comfortable, drifting into a peaceful slumber, when your entire body violently convulses as if you were struck by invisible lightning. Scientists refer to this universal nighttime jolt as a hypnic jerk, and it reveals another fascinating secret about our ancient evolutionary history. As your physical form prepares for a long night of rest, your heart rate deliberately slows down and your internal body temperature drops. Simultaneously, your nervous system commands your major muscle groups to go completely limp, releasing all the tension gathered throughout your waking hours. Your logical, modern consciousness understands that you are simply relaxing on a luxurious, incredibly soft mattress inside a secure, temperature-controlled home. However, deep inside your skull, a tiny, primitive survival center is still running on ancient survival software coded millions of years ago. Long before fluffy pillows existed, our earliest human ancestors slept perched high up in the treacherous branches of massive prehistoric jungle trees. In that unforgiving wild environment, suddenly losing all muscle tension while sleeping meant plummeting directly toward the hard, fatal ground far below. To prevent a fatal nocturnal fall, the ancient human nervous system developed a highly sensitive, hypervigilant internal motion detector to monitor absolute stability. Now, fast forward to tonight, when you sink into your comfortable bed and your muscles rapidly release their tension in total relaxation. That primitive internal motion detector becomes utterly confused, fatally misinterpreting your sudden physical relaxation as the terrifying sensation of a vertical freefall. Thinking you are violently slipping from a high jungle branch, your confused brain hits a massive internal panic button to save your life. In a split second, it fires an intense electrical surge into your limbs, commanding you to immediately brace for a brutal physical impact. It desperately wants you to throw your hands out and firmly grab onto nearby branches that simply do not exist in your modern bedroom. You instantly wake up with a pounding chest, frantically kicking the empty air, completely bewildered by your own aggressive and sudden biological reaction. Both the suffocating paralysis of the night and the violent hypnic jerk share the exact same beautiful, fascinating evolutionary root cause. You are absolutely not being haunted by malevolent, unseen entities, nor is your delicate biological machinery fundamentally broken or permanently malfunctioning. Instead, you are simply witnessing a spectacular clash between your hyper-advanced modern lifestyle and your fiercely protective, deeply ancient evolutionary instincts. Your internal security system is so intensely loyal that it would rather wake you up with a terrifying false alarm than risk your survival. It acts as an incredibly overprotective bodyguard, desperately trying to keep a prehistoric cave dweller completely safe inside an incredibly luxurious modern environment. So, the next time you open your eyes in the dark, entirely frozen to the mattress and completely unable to move a single muscle, or the next time you aggressively kick invisible stairs just as you drift into a peaceful slumber, do not panic at all. Simply smile, take a deep breath, and quietly thank your outdated but fiercely devoted biological guardian for always watching your back. We are all just ancient creatures navigating a modern world. Stay endlessly curious and never stop questioning the fascinating psychological mechanics within you.